What the fuck is sleep? I don't even know what that is. Just pull me up over that tree. Hold up and watch that bitch fizz.
Hey, shout out What Sleep TV, man. What Sleep TV? Ain't no sleep, motherfucker.
Mud Brother Bo, what's up with you, man?
What's up with it? What you got going?
Man, I'm glad. Well, first off, like I told you, I'm thankful, that you took the time out to pull up here.
I appreciate you for having me.
Vice versa, and us making content is overdue. I wish like I knew like an exact timeline of when I can say like I first heard of your music. I feel like it had to be like 2021. Nah, hell no, it had to be earlier than that, like 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Because I started, What's Sleep in 2019, and I took that, 2-year break, regarding health. But I think it's 2020 when I first heard of your music. But I wish I could pinpoint what song it was.
I showed you about to ask you what song you think of.
See, it's been so long now that I can't even
remember. Yeah.
Nah, but what I was gonna ask you though was first off, like, obviously, well, he's from Memphis. You from Memphis, right? Okay. Would you say, could you like pinpoint like maybe an exact song that you would say that like got you a lot of traction around that time? Because whichever song that is, if you could just name it, I can be like, oh, okay, yeah,
famous.
That's famous.
But I don't know if it was 2020 or 21, like, but it was in between this type of time. Famous though. Yeah. I had another jump with DeeMula called Ball. Yeah, it did like some mid.
Actually, now I think about it, I think it probably was the DeeMula song, and I want to touch on features because I think features is really underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I talk to plenty of artists, I think they look at it like, damn, I don't want to spend that. Like, I'm not saying you did pay them, but
yeah.
I'm saying like they like, how do I get my name out there? I'm like, bruh, get you a feature. Like, you get you a feature with an artist that already got some traction. That's should automatically bring you traction.
They ain't gonna do nothing, just spark it up. You just gonna take some of their fans, they might get some of your fans.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win situation with feature.
Fact.
But I ain't just too big on features though. Like, I can count on two hands how many features I got. Cause like, I feel like, man, how I'm coming, everybody ain't coming like that. My sound don't mix with everybody's sound. But if it's meant, we gonna merge. You know what I'm saying? Our sounds will merge, and it ain't nothing you gotta force. Me personally, I ain't never paid for no feature, but I ain't telling the next artist not to though. You hear me?
Right.
I'm Mud, man. Mud, him, John, dude. You hear me? The real SKE shit, man. Y'all know. If y'all don't know, y'all gon' know. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting down, man. You ain't got it. Left for Dead out now on every platform. Go get it.
So pretty much you're an artist from Memphis.
Yeah.
Coming from Memphis. And I think you got about 4 projects out right now, right?
Yeah.
4 projects.
About 4.
Okay.
Really should be like 5, but one of them got took down on some shit. One of my first project,
Damn.
no flowers. Yeah. It ain't nothing. I can't find it no more. I don't know what happened to it, but it ain't no more.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you want to know what I noticed that you probably ain't even noticed this though, but just looking on Apple Music, it says the first project you released was in 2018, and then it was 2021. Then 2023, and then you released another one in 2024, Left for Dead. So first, it kind of like seems like, okay, you're spacing out these projects, and now it's kind of like you making more music, so you're putting more out. Is that the case? Like,
it really like at first, see, the jump from 2018, I dropped it. It was through the label, and then it's like nigga just really took a gap from music, like one just really doing it much, really just spectating, soaking up the game. And I dropped another John Wayne 2021 or 2020.
2021, Jones.
Yeah, 2021. They were like me finding myself again, getting back to, you know what I'm saying? Like getting the music part back together. So I did that, and then 2022. I don't even think I dropped shit, period, in 2022. Like
no music at all?
No music, period. Probably like some singles or something. But not really no real music in 2022, period. 23, what I dropped?
Too Hard to Guard.
Too Hard to Guard. Yeah, Too Hard to Guard was kind of picking up traction. They would get me like, they would get a stamp, official, like, yeah, dude, serious about this. Him, John.
Yeah, when Him Jones first came out, I ain't gonna lie, like, that was around the time, like, you gotta remember, I'm not really blogging like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sick, so I'm really just doing a lot of spectating. I actually seen Him Jones, like, on a live. Like I seen that like everywhere.
For
When
real?
I say when I say everywhere, I mean just like people here locally like posting it or playing it. Like I seen a lot of that. I think that's when I personally seen like a lot of people.
It just really stamped it. Him Jones just like it was a lot of bangers on this junk that got a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some traction. Yeah. Him Jones the one.
So, well, speaking on 2022 though, is there any specific reason why you wasn't just dropping that much? Like,
it was just like I was just in between of like being independent and being with a label. You know what I'm saying? Endless. So I was just trying to figure out how I was gonna go by it, really get my business part set up.
out of all your projects now, besides like the ones that you just released, what would you personally say is like your best body of work right now? I mean, if you want to, you can say the latest one, cause you know.
Now, like I'm gonna just keep it 100. Everybody else think this is my best body of work.
What, Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead,
Okay.
yeah. Like I done heard it over 20 times since I done dropped it. This is my best body of work. Me personally, I think it was probably too hard to guard. It was just a lot of feeling, a lot of emotions, a lot of shit I was touching on that tape that I still can go back to and know exactly how I felt when I did this song or when I felt like this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I just think too hard to guard, me personally, but Left 4 Dead do scare shit though. Don't get it confused though.
Yeah. So as far as like as much passion that you put into, you know, each project, which one would you say you put the most passion in? Like, which one? Too Hard to Guard, probably.
Yup. Long live my nigga Tay G, my birthday today. We working on that tape every day, like going hard at Choppa house, like we recording every day. Man, I'm recording there like 20 nights straight, just making sure everything sound right, mixing, deleting shit, adding shit. You know what I'm saying? Just saucing the joint up. I think they were one of them, but I'm like a perfectionist, so in the tape I got, I'm gonna be working on it and passionate about it. That's just how I am, but yeah, I say they tape for sure, cause I had the most songs on this tape, like 23, 24 songs. I just wanted to make sure it sounded like a good tape that's timeless, that then I had no time on it. So I say Too Hard to Guard for sure.
You'll hear like, you know how people like they give like advice on like how music artists should, you know, should grow or whatever. And they always say like as a new artist, they suggest that you not put no over like 10 or 12 songs on a project. But I noticed that like you consistently, whenever you releasing these projects, you giving them like 15 plus, you know, some with 20, some with 23. What do you got to say to the people that say like as an artist that's still growing to not put too much out?
Yeah, I want really, if I'm a brand new artist, I want to really put that much out, because you got to get on time to like, you got to drop a little bit, then wait, drop a little more. But it's like, I'd be missing a whole year, so all my tapes be like a year apart, like you said. So I just try to fill them in on what's been going on. And it ain't supposed to been 20 or 20 some songs, but maybe just I might have recorded 60, 70 songs in between in time. And these are the ones that I really, really like got to be on the project. So I just did that. But Too Hard to Guard, I dropped that project like a couple days after my birthday. I did 23 songs because I turned 23. So it was just like, it's just different strokes for different folk. But this is one of my last tapes that I want to get them like 15 plus songs. I just want to, from now on, I'm just bird feed them, you know, like give them 10 or come again the next 2 weeks or something, just drop 10 more. Like I don't want to go over 10 right now.
What, is it a strategy behind that?
Kind of, yeah. Just quarterback. I just seeing what they like, what they take. Future gave me an idea, like how he dropped the joint he just dropped, We Don't Trust You. He came right back like 2-3 weeks later with another one. But basically he got, 10, 20 songs on this joint. I got 10, 20 songs on, I got 20 songs on one project, Left 4 Dead. I could have did it like that, did it like a deluxe. But I just wanted to give them all the work at one time and just let them know the growth, let them hear what's been going on.
Yeah, I get it. Like from my perspective, it's kind of like I use my interviews, I use my clips, for example. Like, man, if I got all these good ass clips, it's like I don't want to just like leave some out. It's like this shit fire. So
Exactly.
I gotta. So I get it.
Yeah.
It makes sense when you.
And it's like another thing with me, like some songs this on Left for Dead was supposed to go on Too Hard to God, but they ain't make the cut. So it like when I got to this time, I gotta add this, but it make more sense because it goes with this body of work. So I got songs on Left for Dead that I done did in 2019, 2020, but it just time the music still sound like now. So some song might not be for right now, some song might be for later. It's just when you working and you doing this shit every day, it's like an art project. It's like you might need this little piece. Just add on.
I get it. Yeah, you can record music a lot, right? But if you're not going out to just live life, what are you gonna have to talk about?
Exactly.
Is that true? Like,
yeah, that's true.
You gotta take breaks from music to be able to make music, or
it should
you
require,
gotta lock all the way in.
It requires mental breaks and shit because like at some point I might have brain fog for a week or two straight, and I'm going to the studio and I can't come up with Nathan. But it like sometimes I just be in that mode. I been in mode for a week straight where I can't miss. It's just like doing anything. When you paint something, you can't think of nothing to paint. You know what I'm saying? It's just a picture. You gotta, the more you see, the more shit you can talk about. Like you said, you just gotta see more shit and just experience shit. It could be, I make songs from anything, like how I'm feeling. It might be how my partner feeling. He might tell me how he feeling, or you know, anything. Some piss me off, a text message, I see a meme or something, it just all kind of ideas pop up.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so living life is pretty much like a good way to like just it ain't even like no exact like way to say that, but you just gotta just do you to get that inspiration back. Cause I mean from producers I hear about like beat block or just music, writer's block.
Yeah.
Me, well, what I do, I ain't in like that. I'm creating from my mind field, so I don't deal with that. But I still do have to like just watch shit from time to time, to like get
inspiration and shit.
Yeah, facts.
Get motivation to do it. I do that. I watch podcasts and shit.
No,
I don't watch nothing I can't learn from.
For real. Well, what type of shit you be looking into? Like what you go for knowledge? What do you watch for knowledge?
I don't know. But yeah, like I said, just podcasts, interviews and shit.
Like any specific like shows or people that stand out or not?
I like Big Fatt.
Big Fatt.
I like $1 Million Worth of Game.
Okay.
For sure. Big Fatt, $1 Million Worth of Game. It just depends. Like if it's a certain artist on Joe Rogan, if it's certain folks on different shows, what's his name? Kevin Bootleg, like whatever. Real Kid podcast. No Jump. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay, but yeah, I'm seeing the trend though. It's like it seems like you ain't really trying to watch nothing unless you can learn from it.
It's just how I am. I'm like a real sponge. Like anything I can learn from, I'm listening, locked in. I watch documentaries and shit, real life shit. You know what I mean? Kanye documentary, different shit. It relate to me that I can do or take something from, add to my guy.
Do you read sometimes too?
Yeah, like I got some books and shit. I done read a few books. The last book I read was The Way Superior Man.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, I fuck with that though, cause I mean, just off this conversation, it seems like you one of those type of people where you understand that like you can never stop learning. You know
Nah, you can't. Yeah. You ain't never too old to learn nothing. If you too old to learn something, you're done.
Yeah.
God.
I agree with that 100%.
I can learn something from a baby.
So what area from Memphis are you from though?
I'm a real mud baby. Like, I'm South Memphis made, but East Memphis paid. Like I was real dead raised in the South. Went to all my elementary school, all this shit, but I just moved around my whole life. I stayed everywhere but the North. Real mud baby.
When you say mud, what you mean by that?
Just come from the mud, the trenches.
Okay.
You know what I mean? House to house, moving around. Then come home someday, light out, eviction notice, just moving around. Real mud baby.
Word.
Yeah.
So what would you say you kind of dealt with a bunch of struggles growing up in Memphis?
Hell yeah. My mama got 7 kids. Yeah. Oh God, I done deal with more than struggle. Like I can tell you shit backward. All kind of shit.
When would you say like that shit changed for you though?
like
turning point.
7th, 8th grade type shit. I had moved my uncle head. Yeah. I had moved head and this shit just kept me stable. Like I never been balanced. Like get up every day, know what I'm finna wear to school, like know what I'm saying? Like just knowing. And when I moved with him, it like everything just was balanced out. I could be able to, nigga had like, I'm be at school, like before I moved with him, one of the reasons I moved with him, cause like I never get to school on time, never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never been on time for nothing, like no cap. Even to this day, it still linger now that.
It's like a habit.
It is like a habit, like a nigga never been on no time schedule and shit like so. Someday, I get up for school later, just go to school, like when I wanted to type shit. Man, I just moved on, and this shit just taught me like a little structure. It gave me some, get up and go. Like I can get up, go to practice on time. I was the one on the team. I might need to ride with your dad. I might need to ride with y'all to practice. I might need to ride from practice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I 7th grade. This shit just changed for me.
Yeah, so it seemed like pretty much once you got like a good like authority figure, like a man authority figure, it's like you kind of like started to just really, I guess, understand.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. I always say, and like I be talking to my parents all the time that like us men, like yeah, we need our moms, but like once we get to like 13, 14,
needs your dad.
Yeah, like those father figures, like that shit is important for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell us how, if you didn't have that, if you didn't have him, you know, to kind of like give you that structure, how you think things would be for you now?
Nigga just really be just all over the place. I ain't gonna say a certain way how I'd be, or you know what I'm saying, but it just like I probably wouldn't know no better about like just respecting time and shit. Like time don't wait on nobody. You just gotta be able to do it. You gotta be able to get up and do it. So like I just say time management, like shit like that. Little simple shit like.
Yeah, simple stuff, but it's simple, but
it take you a long way.
Yeah, that shit really would make a difference. Like really the small shit like that for real.
Sure.
Earlier, I did kind of want to ask you, like, does mud have a specific meaning? Because you did you used to just go by mud? Like, when you
No, I just go by mud now.
Okay.
I used to go by mud, brother, both.
Well, hold on, why on Apple Music it still say mud, brother?
Well, because it's established under that, so I just let it be.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like, you know how, even like Young Boy John used to be never broke again, you just shorten it up.
Okay.
As time go past, but mud just made misunderstood. Like, mud made misunderstood.
That's dope. I ain't never misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Mud can mean so much shit, cause mud done been here from, you hear me? Long as you can remember, the mud done been here. So like, it's just an underrated part of nature. Like, it's just mud. People walk on it. People treat it like whatever. It's just misunderstood though. It's been here.
Yeah. So while you releasing music though, you were signed to Nless.
Yeah.
How did that change like your music situation, and are you still signed to Nless? Are you still with Nless?
When I first signed to Nless, I probably like 11. Now probably 12th grade, like
So you just
going from 11th to 12th grade type shit. Yeah.
Word.
It just taught a nigga like the business part. Like I seen really, I was just watching Bag. I used to watch everything Bag do. Like I've been saying him from ground new record. Mine that come from nothing. I mean, I see what he came from, so I was really just, you know, like he was my chaperone, everything. We used to go to shows and shit. We were moving around, going out there. I just watch everything, just soaking up the game. And mine just really, it taught a nigga a lot of shit. But as of now, I'm independent. But Nless, I'm Nless to the heart. Like I'm Nless for life. This shit in my heart. Like this like kind of shit changed it. This family. So nigga ain't signed, but I'm an independent artist though, sure. But shit Nless for life.
If you could pick out 3 things that you would say you would learn from being with Nless, or, you know, just that group of people, what would you say is like the 3 most important things you learned? as far as the music business, or it don't even have to be like anything music related. If you could pick 3 things, or if you can't pick 3 things, just one, or just a few.
I always make sure your business on point. Like no matter what it is, or who it is, or what it sound like, just make sure the business on point. 2, just like you gotta have patience with this shit. Like it's gonna be a lot of ups and downs. Like
music or what you
with music, just
music. Okay.
yeah. Like it's gonna be a lot. Like someday you might feel like I'm finna be done with this shit. I'm just like I learned patience by just not being the prioritized artist at the time. Like not being, I just learned patience. Like, you gotta have patience in this shit. Yeah, they pretty much it though. Just like you gotta have your business on point. You gotta have patience.
Yeah, I want to kind of touch on that just a little bit too, because like what sleep, what we doing, right? Really, man. It wasn't that long ago when the shit was just an idea, and I remember I would tell my parents about it. And it ain't like they ain't believe, but it's
just like it sounds like Chinese.
Yeah, it sound like a different language for real. But I used to lately, the past like 2-3 years, I would tell my parents like, bro, this shit is like, think of like a snowball that's like at the top of the hill. Like it starts small, it might be small for a minute, but like once that shit starts
rolling down,
yeah, that shit gonna get
I
huge.
I feel it.
That's how I always say, like that's how music or just content in general grow. If you consistently working, like you can hit like a what you call that shit. You can hit like a, I'm trying to think what
peak.
They call it on the ground. Yeah, you can hit a peak, but shit, if you start getting lazy, that shit gonna go right back down. But consistency is an important part.
Yeah, I also learned that though too. I ain't gonna lie, consistency. That's another thing. Like I seen if you stop, go. I seen what it do for you though. Like it's easy to forget about you, cause like we scrolling all day. Then they got some shit called TikTok where, man, if you scroll a half a second, you looking at some whole other shit. So every video, man, it's so easy to forget about it. And you just gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay in their face, cause it ain't like nigga probably listen to my music every day, but if they don't see you, and it's easy to forget you anytime. It's just easy to forget you, cause like we got too many platforms with plenty of artists, and everybody trying to rap. So you just gotta stand out like a sore thumb, man.
Yeah, facts. And see, look, me myself, I actually want to touch on that. So remember how we talked about, like my health, I had to take a break.
Yeah.
Remember you asked me, like, man, what kept you going with the vlog shit? Really, bro, it was hard because I actually had a friend that used to do YouTube, but he took a break. It's been hard to come back from that. So I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, damn. If I stop posting and shit like that, man, motherfuckers gonna forget about me. Yeah. But I don't know. I think I'm just lucky I'm thankful that people are still supporting what a nigga doing. But that's very important. Like consistency is like important. Like breaks. Like you might need mental breaks and shit like that. But at the end of the day, there's always gonna be somebody that's probably younger trying to get into your position. Yeah, you gotta keep going. Real shit. I'm glad you said that.
For sure. Like it was a lot of artists that I was in front of at first, but they can Choppa had me cause they stayed consistent and kept going. Like I ain't even gotta just go 9 for 9, but it was a lot of artists that I done seen or probably helped or whatever. Like, and they pass a nigga now because I ain't stay consistent, or I feel like it ain't gonna matter. I can come back and do this a month. Like, really just feeling like this shit was too easy at a point. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I feel like, man, really, this shit easy. Like, I could do this shit when I get ready. But that was the wrong mindset. Shit'll get you left behind and left.
Is it really easy though when you really just like look at the grand scheme of things?
This shit is really easy to me. Like, I know it to a sign. I feel like it's easy to me. Like, you know how boxers, you just trying, you just go with it every day. I just feel like I just wanted my style to be impeccable. Like, everything I do, I want this shit to be perfect. And I want to get A+ in every category. So if for an interview, shooting a video, might speak, whatever, I want an A+ in it. I want all A's on my report card with this shit because I feel like it's too easy to me. And it go with my life. It'll be different than a nigga if you trying to make this shit go with your life, but this shit just go with what's going on, bro. Like, I ain't picked this situation picked me. Cause shit, I ain't never want to rap.
Really?
I always knew how to freestyle. Like, I played basketball and shit. We on AU trips and shit. I freestyle the whole ride. We'll just be freestyle. Whatever they name, I'm freestyling about it, making a song about it. So that's just how this shit just came. Like, I never wanted to do this shit. I ain't never had a rap dream when I was young. I wanted to hoop. I wanted to go to the NBA. Yeah.
That's crazy. I ain't know that.
Okay.
That's dope shit. You just gave a nigga an exclusive. Like, niggas gonna look back in some years and see that, like, you talking about that wasn't even in his plans. Cause, bro, this shit wasn't even in my plans. Remember how you seen the sign that say producer?
Yeah, that's what I just walked past. Man, you a producer too? Got so much shit in nigga doing. Like, this shit don't be your plan. This shit God plan. Like, it's God plan. Everything I do, I keep God first. Like, that's what I'm doing. I ain't wearing no diamond, nothing. I'm wearing a chain that say walk by faith, not by sight. Every day. I pray all day. So I'm keeping God first. Just keep everything I do, I'm including God.
Hey, you want to know, it's like somebody would look at like how you carry yourself and the amount of music that you put out, how like much passion that I personally think you put into music, like just by listening to it, you wouldn't think that like this ain't what you weren't planning to do. But that's a good thing though. I can use what I do as an example. I never planned to be a blogger, but how I am though, I'm very competent. Like I'm always, like you said, I'm trying to be the best at whatever the fuck I'm doing. And that's I think that's something that my mama had, taught me a long time ago. She was like, look, I don't know what you're trying to do with your life or whatever you was trying to do, because in the beginning, we all had I was doing some other shit. She was like, look, I don't care what you do, but whatever you do, always try to be the best at it. So like I live by that. Like I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. Like, even if I'm on the game, nigga, I'm trying to be the best. You feel me? Like that's how I am. That's good though, because you wanna always outwork the next man that ain't. I
wanna always outwork the workers. The workers. The ones that just say, they cool. I was in the studio, dude. I wanna outwork the workers. Alright, oh God, I wanna be the harder working in every situation I'm in.
When we talked about your upbringing a little bit, right? I'm glad to hear this, and we ain't gotta touch on this if you don't want to. But I never heard, like, even with how you moved around. You said you lived in everywhere but North Memphis. You said, right? You ain't noticed. I mean, you ain't say nothing about falling into gangs or politics or anything like that.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was so many gangs and shit on my soul. I always wanted to be a leader. Like, even if I go back in elementary school, I started my own gangs and my own cliques and shit. I never wanted to be no another nigga shit. I never wanted nobody to tell me what to do from the jump. Like, since I was a young nigga, and I done went to a lot of schools, and I probably went to more schools than anybody in Memphis.
For real.
Like, your transcript when you graduate?
Yeah.
I went to like 15 schools.
Damn.
I went to like 10, 11 elementary schools. Scare you.
I thought I went to a lot of schools.
We can go. I can name them all right now. Like, I went to plenty of schools, bro. Damn. And I would think, I would be like, bro, I'm so tired. I used to go to bro, I'd be in school for a month or two, bro. My mama just said, we finna transfer, cause we finna move or something. Like, I'm like, damn, my G got to know them. Like,
you just starting to get friends.
But then you would go to another school. But once, as I got older, bro, everybody that's like my fans and shit would cook. I went to so many schools. I've been knowing folks from her. Like, it was just God just putting me in them situations, just really just making a nigga out of clay. Yeah, but just putting a nigga there. This shit just, I just know plenty of motherfuckers now just from it.
Hey, you know what though? I used to look at that shit as a bad thing, but how like
I was embarrassed currently being the new student in the class. Like, everybody looking at you like, I'm like, damn, bro. This the new dude. Everybody looking at you all day. Yeah.
Would you say you learned how to like talk to people and network and shit like that, or due to that, or do you think that kind of like had an effect on it?
Yeah, it made me kind of like not be scared of
talking to new people.
Yeah, exactly. Not having social anxiety and shit. But I ain't know that then. But when I get back and just get to reflecting on my life, I be like, damn, this shit did teach a nigga how. You know what I'm saying? When you get in the room with everybody else, don't just shy up and shit. I always be the one. I'm the type of, they want to know where I come from, what school I went to. You hear me? That's just how they shit used to go. So I would say that shit helped a lot of shit though. Being in a different environment.
Yeah, same. Like going, like being in Illinois, Nashville. I actually lived in South Haven, Mississippi
For real?
for a bit. Yeah.
Hey, you right there by me?
Yeah.
You in Memphis, really?
On me. So yeah. But that taught me, and like just going to all these different schools and shit. I ain't go to nowhere near as much school as you did, but I went to a handful of elementary schools, middle schools, really only one high school here. And it just taught me how to like just talk to people.
Yeah.
And, you know, in our age group, you know, we around the same age. You know, a lot of people don't really even know how to talk to people for real.
They don't.
Like, especially like when it comes to men talking to girls, they don't even know how to talk to girls because, you know, we grew up where, you know, most of this shit is social media.
Yeah.
So we actually blessed to have that and have to get rid of that, you know, social anxiety that you said. That really like that's,
shit, a big
that's
part.
a life skill.
Yeah, it's a life skill.
Real shit.
It is a life skill though, for sure. A lot of folks don't know how to hold a full conversation. Like, I can feel like I can hold a conversation with anybody, not to cut you off. I feel like I can hold a conversation with anybody though. Like, it don't matter. Like, corporate people, business people, street nigga, right? Like, I just know how to hold a conversation. Yeah.
Really, bro, I know this like little off topic, but really just like knowing how to just talk to people, like that shit get you in a lot of doors. Like it get you a lot of opportunities because it's like just knowing what to say to the right person and how to say it like that. I'm telling you, like that's a skill that like you have, and I think I have it, but
I think you got it too.
Appreciate that, but most people they don't got that shit. Like,
Yeah.
most people can only talk. Well, I ain't gonna say most people, but a lot of people in our age group that came where we come from, they only know how to talk to a certain group of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. Like I appreciate my parents for that. Like I used to hate going to new school or going just somewhere and like, oh, that's the new dude. Or,
I hated this shit, bro.
That shit was annoying, but that shit build character.
Should be a character, for sure.
Good decent amount of people that watch What Sleep content, they are in Memphis, so we all know about, you know, just the gang politics and shit like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, how easy do you think it is from somebody growing up in Memphis, like a young black man,
The Jordan guys, huh?
to fall into that shit?
Gun easy, super easy, 1, 2, 3 easy. Like a nigga gonna see you being something, his partner there, he wanna be there, or they might be popping at the time, nigga feel like they wanna be there. Nigga do go through them kind of trends, like young niggas for sure. My age school I went to, plenty of young niggas, they just wanna be shit just cause it was talked about at the time, or they might be with the bitch a lot. So it's super easy for a young nigga getting the guy in Memphis. Shit too easy.
So I'm just speaking like for you, not in general no more. What did you do anything different to not like fall into that? Like what was your mindset when you came to shit like that?
When I was a young nigga, bro, my dad used to come and tell me like, bro, you a leader, bro. You ain't never no follower. You a leader. You a leader. This shit was glued to my brain though. Whatever I did, leader. I want to lead. I want to tell somebody what I want. So I felt like you was a follower if you was young. They just what I felt like as a young nigga, like, he ain't the leader. Cause if you ain't the leader, what you is?
Follow.
Exactly. So shit, I never cared about this shit. Like my niggas done everything. I got all kind of niggas that been in gangs just saying we were young niggas. I could have been plenty of shit, but I just felt like I always wanted to start my own shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same shit for real. Like I use like the way like people in school used to dress. I used to purposely, well not even purposely, like if I was seeing like too many people having maybe this shoe, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with that. Like I used to wear Vans a lot at school, and you know it was some people that was like, man, you know I fuck with you, bro. You know you ain't doing
Put your own stuff.
You feel me? Yeah, like same shit.
And
like
not to cut you out, my mama, we go back to pictures. When Vans weren't cool, I broke this shit out of my shit. Like I was wearing them whole like nigga was trying to wear Chucks and shit. I got fat feet. I had to go Vans. I tried some new shit. I'm forgot to wearing this shit though. Ate this shit up. I'm just like I always had my own style too. On God, niggas be like, I'm talking about on tight pants, shit, skinny jeans weren't cool. I was breaking this shit out. Nigga like, Like, your pants tight. Yeah. Everybody get the wearing tight pants now. This what going on now.
Yeah.
Can't go nowhere, nigga. I don't got no skinny. Nigga wear some fat pants. Nigga like, nah, they buy some fat ass jeans out.
Yeah.
So, God, like, yeah. Nigga gotta be a trendsetter. I been it. Wear my hair a certain way. Everybody want, how you get your hair like that? Like, shit been going on. Like, a nigga been in school with nigga with the star for sure. Shit been going on.
To touch on them Vans, like I still would wear Vans today, but like the shoes I got on, if you really look at them,
Got a red bottoms.
But they really just Vans. Like I really bought them.
They really the same base type shit. Yeah.
Same style, just a better quality.
Yeah.
Vans, like I still like I ain't nothing different about me. Like I'm still the same motherfucker for real. So yeah, Vans they still like the best looking shoe to me, but. You know, their quality just ass, so they ain't gonna last that long. But like, yeah, I fuck with like just the whole leader concept and shit.
Yeah.
Because like, really though, like it ain't even no concept. It's like it's really just like it's in you. For
this shit gotta be in you.
Sure.
I just feel like I'm an alpha. I ain't never have to join no pack. None of that. Like I can run the pack.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but when it comes to your album titles or a lot of your song titles. I'm gonna use Left 4 Dead for example. It's kind of like it kind of gives off the impression that you feel like you being left out or you being counted out. Like, well, what's the idea behind like naming your project?
This is exactly what it is. Like, I can't even tell you exactly how I thought of this shit. Like, it just was a feeling, bro. It just was a feeling I was feeling so long. And I ain't know what the name of my tape. I was just like. But look, I've been supposed to drop this tape though. You hear me? This how divine this shit is. I was supposed to drop this tape October.
Last year?
October last year.
Okay.
My birthday in October, so I'm always trying to do something around my birthday. Right. I was supposed to drop this tape. I got everything made for it, but I ain't had a cover, but I had everything like the song that I wanted on there. I just had everything lined up how I wanted, but it not go like that. So I done went through 2-3 covers. My bad. I done went through 2-3 different covers though. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like it just I always want lining up. We want the time. I feel like I want the time. So I was just like, it just the more I waited, bro, the more songs I added on, they felt more like me though. You hear me? Like I would add on without even trying to. Like say I go to the studio Tuesday and do one. I'm never gonna leave the studio without 2 songs. Even if it's a cool song.
2 songs minimum.
Yeah, 2 songs minimum. I got to do that. So it's just like I go do a song Tuesday. I start doing like 1 song, like do another song. I might not go back to a week later and do 1 more song. But it felt more like emotion at this point, like what I was going through, what I was feeling. So back to earlier when you were like, you gotta see more shit to talk about more shit. Yeah, fact. It's just like the more I start feeling certain different ways and shit, the different songs came out of this project. Like certain ones just trapped in, just like no faking, like different shit. I was just doing different shit. And this shit just was coming like that, but it ended up coming out at the perfect time. Like I feel like this is the perfect time, right before summer. I feel like I can run the whole summer with this 1 tape.
Well, yeah, high key, yeah. I think April is probably the best time to like get like all them summer songs out because you give people time to learn them and you like, oh, okay, this song I fuck with this song. They play shit the whole summer. So versus releasing a song what you want to be the song of the summer in the summer, it's like damn people ain't really catch on to it until the fall. So it's like damn you kind of miss that window. So
I kind of went like spring, but it was just the right time. But what I was finna say though, like Left 4 Dead, bro, this shit, like everybody in the world feel like they Left 4 Dead. Who don't feel like they done Left 4 Dead?
I definitely felt like that when I went through my period. I felt like
you just Left 4 Dead, like yeah. Alright, this shit just a lifestyle. This shit ain't just no title. This shit a lifestyle. Like anybody feel like they Left 4 Dead. A nigga in China can feel like he Left 4 Dead. So I came with the merch and just did it.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I just really just came with the merch and just tried to put my feeling into my clothes and my project.
Yeah, and what you got on right now, that's yours, right?
Nah, this Young Thug though, free slap.
Okay.
But I just took out my merch. What I just had on, that was my merch. But more Left 4 Dead merch coming soon, man. Scare Shit Records on the way. Yeah, I know what's going on.
Yeah, so that's actually the next topic that I wanted to touch on. Outside of music, like as far as like what you promote, you make merch. And can you talk about, you know, like your clothing line and like plans you got like for clothing?
Most part merch, like clothes, this some shit I always want. Like I won big dress 2 times in high school. Like yeah, like this shit going on. I've been living clothes and knowing how to put it together. Even when I couldn't afford it, like I borrowed my cousin's shirt and or these pants, like these shoes, like whatever they gotta do to put this shit on to go to the skating range, whatever we got going. Like nigga just was real mud, but I love clothes though. Like any chance I get, I wanna go get some clothes. My mom used to be like, you would spend your last on $300 shot. I got to get free into my like this mother dude. Got to put this shit out. So my clothes, this some shit I always wanted to do, but I never really like knew where to start it. Like one day I just got on YouTube, right, and just start looking at shit, do it yourself shit, like DIY shit. Start looking at that kind of shit. I'm like, I could do this shit. Because a nigga like, I'm so much of an artist, bro. Like, I know how to draw all kind of shit. Shit that folks don't even know, but I don't do it. But I know how to do it. So I just thought, man, I just went to the store and spent, I'm like, the first time I did it, I went to LA, flew to the fashion district, bro, and just went to go see what I like. Yeah. I went on YouTube and watched all the videos of the fashion district, shit, the material. So when I got there, it was like, I've been there before. I was just going to the store and picking up shit. Spent like $5,000 on blanks. Man, this shit just, when I got back to the city, I got straight hoodies made. This shit sold out so fast, bro, I couldn't even believe it. And like folks were asking for more, but I ain't even have no more. Like I'm like, I gotta go back there. Like so, I stopped doing it for a minute again. And man, one day, probably like a month ago or something, bro, I just got the idea. I'm finna do this shit full time. I'm finna try it. This when I started looking at the DIY shit. I want to do shit myself instead of waiting on somebody. See, this the process with the clothes. I hate waiting on a vendor or all that. I had to put on my cleats and get hands on my shit. So I bought the blanket, bro. Man, I dyed this shit myself and just pressed all this shit up. So this shit I enjoy doing. Like looking on YouTube teaching niggas so much shit. I'm just typing in how to do this, how to do that. And man, creeped up on something that I think gonna stick with me a long time, because you can't never go wrong with the merches or art.
So you touched on something that I be telling everybody, and I think like just our generation, I'm gonna say like maybe 1995 maybe to like, I don't know, let's just say 2005.
Yeah.
I think we got, I don't know, I feel like if you was born within those times and you don't know shit, you just lazy because you mentioned YouTube.
Yeah.
Bruh, I kid you not, the majority of this shit that I just do or that I learned, like, you know, just making the logos, making the pillows, just everything I showed you, I swear that shit done branched from YouTube. Like, if you
I like YouTube powerful as fuck, bro.
It's a lot of misinformation on the internet, yeah, but once you like learn how to weed that shit out, and like you can teach yourself anything. Like remember you mentioned making beats?
Mm-hmm.
So this was when Soulja Boy first came out. And, you know, I learned he made his own beats. I'm like, how the fuck that nigga make beats?
I
looked that shit up on YouTube. Nigga was probably about, I don't know, bro, probably about 7, 8 dead ass learning how to make beats. Like, yeah, they wasn't as good as first, but like, I learned how to make beats, like, strictly off YouTube.
So there's some shit you can carry with you through life, just like, you know how to do this shit. You got that in your back pocket if you ever want to go back to the...
Oh, God, yeah. Like, man, look, I'm going to tell you a secret. Well, it ain't even no secret, but I probably won't put this in the interview. They don't need to know this, but once I get like what's sleep to a point where it's like, okay, it ain't gonna run itself, but you know, once you got certain things in place, you don't gotta work.
Yeah, you don't gotta be there.
Yeah. I'm gonna use, you know, my connections to my advantage and switch back to making beats and be like, shit.
It's hard.
Making beats.
Oh God,
that's a skill you can always use. But I'm glad you mentioned that, because people like, bro, YouTube and just the internet period is just so fucking underrated for like.
I like it because like, I always had in my head, like, when I first started rapping, for a lot of folks, you be like, you need to start, I mean, like, don't sing on this and rap on this. Some folks like when I sing better, some folks like when I rap, like, some folks used to like when I harmonize and shit, so I just was like, bro, I got to a point to where everything I say, like lingo and shit, people just eat it up. So I started saying, I never wanted 2 songs I got to sound alike. I'm like, maybe I can go back to this kind of shit when my feet get in the door, like, go back to harmonizing or this. But right now, I'm finna do what they want, like.
Okay.
And so this the mindset. I felt that mindset. You can always go back to it.
Facts.
I feel like I always go back to harmonize, whatever, because I done real deal worked on my sound and know my voice and know what I can and can't do, so I can do whatever with it once I get to the point that I want to go with it.
Facts. I'm glad you touched on that because pretty much you used. So would you pretty much say you used a certain sound to get your foot in the door? Then once you got the audience, you started using what you really wanted to do to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like at first, like I said, like my voice kind of distinct, is like a different voice. Like nigga, I heard that kind of sound. So nigga think like you got auto tone and shit, but really, anything I do, I can say this shit just like this with nothing, like no mic, no nothing. It's just like my voice an instrument.
Yeah.
So I really used to be like, I used to get offended for when folks used to tell me to switch certain shit up or cut some auto tone down. Shit, you be like, bro, I ain't using no auto tone. I'm just trying shit with my voice. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like a certain sound got me through there because I was like, I'm finna just rap about straight, like topic, like I'm finna just go straight emotions, like that's what I want to do. That was my strategy, like emotion, real life shit. When you click this song, like for instance, I got a song on my junk called Introvert. Like when you look at the track list, I want you to be like introvert. I feel like introvert. Just click the song off, emotions or feelings. So I started really trying to touch on feeling more than anything. Yeah. Cause we come from the heart, go to the heart. So shit, music, energy. I just feel like when you listen to a song, it just gonna put you in a vibration of how you feeling or how, you know what I'm saying? Like shit really feeling. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you didn't do this on purpose, but you low key just we both have kind of been touching on I'm gonna say like a life hack that's kind of underrated. I'll explain. So all throughout my years of growing up, like I don't work certain jobs that like I just hate it, but whenever I'm working, my mom always tells me like, look, sometimes you're gonna have to, well not even sometimes, a lot of times you're gonna have to do some shit that you do not want to do to get where the fuck
you want to go,
where you want to do. And so I'm gonna use you for example. You using that whatever sound you were using in the beginning to get those people paying attention to you. That's a good way to get your foot in. I'm gonna use what I do for example. Remember how you said I used to do the list?
Yeah.
I don't do that shit no more. But I noticed in the beginning that was pretty much like getting a nigga traction, so I did that to get my audience.
This super smart, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a life hack that really slept on like a motherfucker.
You hacked, I used to look at the list like, bro, I still ain't made the list, bro. I know I've been dropping some shit, bro. They sleep. Yeah, but so I know what you saying. You getting folks' attention with this shit because you caught mine. I'm plenty miles away. See what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See that shit crazy when you really think about it.
Shit is crazy. This shit, how you just said, you just doing the list. What made you stop this shit though?
If you want me to be honest with you, a lot of the list was just, I'll be looking back at some lists and I'll be like, God damn, like I see why motherfuckers was like flaming a nigga, cause I mean, some of them was thought out, but for the most part, bro, they was just like put together. I was just like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna drop a list today on this and then put it together the same day.
But it was good because it can start controversy too.
Exactly.
Like it can start folks to be like, damn, where my name? Like, had them under your shit. So this shit, I really think you need to start back doing them motherfuckers.
I be thinking about it from time to time.
You would probably got to make them as long. You can just do your Mount Rushmore of the week or some shit, like a four people join or something, like some little cool shit.
Yeah, the one list that I still do to this day is I still do the weekly heat list, and that's really just like, I listen to new music all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now I've been listening to Nless Head for probably like the past 2 days to see like what I personally think it is the best. Right now I'm probably stuck on Nless Head, but I don't
intro.
know. Yeah, the intro. I don't know if that's because it's the first song but I done seen like on your story a lot that like, you know, when people like your shit playing in the club, for the most part they playing Left 4 Dead.
Right.
I think that might be, I don't know, I think that's personally like my favorite song. That might be like
I think this song can catch anybody's attention. I was just telling them.
What you saying? Like they left me for dead.
Yeah,
like niggas feel.
Anybody feel like that? You don't gotta know the song, but once you hear they left me for dead, it like it just gonna catch you. And this type shit I pray for like to stain your brain with like any song I put out, bro. I just speak. I never want two people to like the same song.
Why not?
Because like it's just like I think all my songs good enough to be your favorite song. So I just feel like you might like number 1, but they might like number 8. So every time somebody posting they shit on my tagging me, it be a different song. That's the shit I pray for. Cause I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them stuck on one song. I don't want to be no one hit wonder. You can go back every tape I want to. I mean every tape that I drop, and you can pick more than one song that you like. So for the most part, I like doing shit like that.
So this ain't a question, it's kind of a compliment, but you know, you said it yourself. You ain't really done many interviews like that.
Nah, I can't on one hand how many interviews I got.
Well, that's why, another reason why I appreciate you, you know, for, you know, giving me the time to do an interview. But where you do good interviews. Like I can see, like I don't know, I can see you on different platforms talking to different people. I don't know if it's just me, but you know, you can give a good conversation, and I know that varies person to person because I done some interviews before. I'm like, man, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
It's just for the most part, I don't be wanting to do no boring interview.
I feel you.
So I feel like if you wanna know a nigga story or been digging in a nigga situation, then we can have a good interview. Cause I don't wanna be on there and you just talking about like that simple shit.
Yeah.
What's my favorite color? What time? Like,
or trying to, you know, just build up controversy. You know, that's something that I ain't never ever
exactly.
to. You know, all
just
the time.
on some message like
yeah,
nigga ain't no that. So I just feel like I can do more interviews. I could. I been used to be like, man, I want to do interviews, but it's just timing, bro. I be feeling like everything divine time. I be wishing I had old interviews to go back and look and see what I can correct or, you know what I'm saying, from junk. But I probably got like 2-3 interviews that I can go to YouTube and pull up when I, you know what I'm saying, when I do want to look at that kind of shit.
A lot of people don't know, but you were around, so correct me if I'm wrong, you were around BIG30, you know what I'm saying, before he had his buzz, right?
Yeah.
I know y'all got probably like, what, that's out, y'all probably got like, what, 3-4 songs?
Yeah, we got a couple times. Man, dude got real history. Like, before music, we done been in them cars together. We done got kicked out of school together, all kind of shit. Like, they were my real everyday man. He just introduced a nigga to Shiesty. And it was just like, all three of us just like, you know what I'm saying? They were coming out of town. I'd go to Atlanta or something, go record, do some shit. They'd come out there. It like, yeah. So it just, from the trenches, they like, this is my real mud brother. Them my real mud brother, free Shotta Flow.
What the fuck y'all get kicked out of school for? If you want to talk about that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about this shit. Mine gambling, just in the auditorium. We was in ISS already. They took her to the auditorium to just shit in there. Man, we in there whole gambling good. They walked in we kicked us out there and shit.
Hold on, damn, how is that bad enough for them to kick you out though? The fuck?
Man, I don't even know. We just got a long ass suspension. You had to go to the board to get that whole clear. You know how they give you the board suspension, John? Yeah.
That's lame. That's with him just for shooting. Maybe it's because it was in ISS though. Maybe.
We was already in ISS. We ain't supposed to be doing Nathan.
Right. Yeah, I remember the time. I probably had to go to ISS probably like.
I stayed in that motherfucker.
I was only in there probably about 3-4 times.
Really like this shit sometime.
What, bro? In my school, bro, we had this dude. That nigga was strict as hell. Like, where you couldn't do shit. Them niggas just wanted you just sitting right there, just writing shit all day.
See, I'ma always get cool with the teacher, the ISS teacher, anything. Like, I got to. And really, what crazy? The nigga who got her kicked out, he was cool as hell. Like, he was letting her do whatever, but he ended up putting the ass in the blender this time. He opened the door, act like he ain't know we was in there, all kind of shit. Yeah, they just took her to the office.
He was on some fake ass shit.
Yeah. Oh God. That what happened for sure.
Right. So you got history with YTB Fatt. What was that outside of music? Like, what was that situation?
Yeah.
Speak on.
Man, dude, together every day at one point. Like, before he blew when he was in the studio like 90 nights straight. I witnessed it. Like, he really did it. Consistency of the key. Every day we putting up to the same studio, but it wasn't like no music shit. He already heard some of my shit before. Like, we just connected. That just was my nigga. Before we even did our first song, we just was chopping it every day. He'd call me, I'd call him. We pull up on each other. This shit just was going on. Then we just did, I think, 2 songs one night, and then this shit just racial history. But bro, a real nigga though, he still embrace a nigga like I just sang the other day down here. Shit still love whatever a nigga need. Me cost Sue cost, I can call.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's good. So with you being around, like, well, you know that you just, you know, touching bases with a lot of people that you pretty much seen. I'm talking just music. You've seen them go from
0.
I don't know, let's say 0 to fucking 100,000. Like, how does that motivate you? Like,
man, that shit let me know, bro, I can keep going because, I mean, it let me know I could do it too, because we were just peers, like, you know what I'm saying? We come from the same shit and we talking about this shit, and then boom, this shit happened. Like, especially with Shiesty and 30 specifically, like, man, they wasn't no rapper, period, you hear me? I can say this myself, I seen them folks really go from their first song to worldwide. It should just let a nigga know, like, this shit can happen for a nigga. It can really happen for a nigga, but you gotta stay down and just stay consistent. See, I never was consistent. I never did this shit 100% rap, just 100% rap. I never did it. So, it just letting me seeing all these different folks from Bag, Shiesty, Fatt, it just letting me know that I could do it too, cause God won't put me in a prisons or put us in the same room if I couldn't do it too. Yeah, for no reason. I feel like everything happened for a reason. The conversation that we had then to, you know what I'm saying? The transition. I just feel like this shit can happen for a nigga.
Yeah, usually like when somebody can say they around somebody in the music industry that got like, you know, what we consider big, it's probably usually only like maybe 1 or maybe 2, but you know, you done been around multiple, so that would for sure motivate me too to be like, man, alright man, fuck this shit, I'm finna go all in. But let me ask you something though. Do you think part of the reason why you ain't before in the past you wasn't going 100% is because, you know, you got an interest in other things, or because you never planned to be a rapper? Like,
yeah, it was just like, I had other shit that I was doing too, but like, it just, you gotta have somebody that just believe in you, bro. Like, when you doing this shit, you got to have the machine, you got to have somebody believing in you. But like, when you feel like you ain't getting like the much attention and, you know what I'm saying, the other shit, you just feel like it kind of discouraging and make a nigga be like, well, I ain't even gotta do this shit right now.
I get it.
Yeah, it's just more of it.
It's good to use a label to get what you need out of them. The same way they're getting what they need out of you.
It's like credit, like use other people's money to leverage. Yeah, I get what you saying.
Like if you feel like you make good enough music that and you have a good enough image where all you need is someone to put a bag behind you, shit, why not? If you know you're gonna make the money back.
Like credit, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like if I know that I can afford to take a $3,000 credit card, I'm gonna take it because I'll pay the money back. So if I know I can afford to take a $500,000 record deal, like, nigga, I got hits sitting in this vault. You know, I just need the nation to hear it. They hear it, they gonna fuck with me.
So his main concept was a lot of people in nowadays, because you can be independent, they say, like, look, some people, they think being a part of a label is like a bad thing as an artist. I actually disagree, because labels offer things that a lot of things is kind of hard to do as an independent artist. So he was pretty much saying there's nothing wrong with using a label. Like, think of it like credit. You using other people.
Yeah, usually they find you some money too.
Exactly.
Alright, like, I feel like, alright, so it's two sides of it, cause like, some folk, they always talking about like how bad the label is and shit, but like, labels really can help you and do help you. Like, some, you know what I'm saying, they help you get to where you want to go or whatever, but folks start feeling like labels ain't no good people when they can't recoup the money back or they can't get the money back. They start feeling like, they ain't no good, you know what I'm saying, fuck them, they fucking me out of this, or start digging for the bad shit in it. But what about all the good shit that they did? So I just feel like it's kind of like a win-win situation. Like, me personally, I feel like I would rather be independent, but it's some shit I know I need the label for, like marketing and, you know what I'm saying, getting it heard, or just taking the pressure off my shoulder, like for a lot of shit, some shit that I could. They gonna have people that work for you, this day to day for you. So custom to you, I'd rather stay independent, but until I can get to a situation where I'm priority at a label, like, you know what I'm saying, Interscope or whatever, Atlantic Audit. If I feel like I don't want to be there yet if I ain't top priority or somebody that they really focusing on, because you could just be a tax write-off, you know what I'm saying? You could be another artist, they just gave some money to them, you a tax write-off. But a label can lose with you too, because they might can give you $500 up front and you can't recoup $100,000 of it back. So it kind of like, it ain't no right or wrong with this shit. It's like a win-win situation for the most part.
Yeah, I want to touch on something that I think is good. So there's an artist from Chattanooga. It's the white kid that Gucci signed. His name Brezden.
Yeah, I signed him up. Yeah.
So actually, during our interview, he was pretty much like this kind of. So he was kind of talking about having a manager, but you'll see how it relates. He was pretty much like, if you know you got all this shit going on as an artist, it is better to have certain people that handle certain things just so you can be an artist. Because you know when you independent, like you independent.
You gotta be everything.
You gotta do everything. But he was pretty much like, I like having, somebody that's gonna manage this, and that, just so I can just, take that stress off of me and I can put all that shit into the music. What you think?
Yeah, I feel him. I totally feel him. Cause like you said, you gotta be able to be an artist at some point. This is why I said I would rather be independent to start off, because you learn all this shit.
Facts. You
learn all the shit you need to do so that you can tell them how you want your shit, or, structure your deal. So I feel him on there for sure.
And a lot of niggas be faking their streams, bro. Like, this shit be so just cap. This is so crazy. Like, niggas will pay for engagement groups. They're paying for views on their videos. Like, it's like, bro, what are you doing? If niggas ain't fucking with it, niggas ain't fucking with it for a reason. Go back to the drawing board. Try again. Or you're not promoting it well enough. You're not putting the bag into it. When you putting bag into these fake views and whatever niggas is doing, nigga, put it into some promo. You know what I'm saying? Get it out there. You could be the best basketball player in your city, but if no scouts know about you, you ain't making it to the league. You see the shit with the Spotify thing where they was like, we're only gonna count, like they searching for botted streams. If like 80% of your streams are botted or some shit like that, it was a high number. If you say 80 is a threshold, we're just gonna have 79% of our streams be bots.
I see what you're saying, but no, I ain't see.
Yeah, that's a new thing that just got passed recently. Yeah, cause they know niggas is botting the streams and shit. This is the logic behind it. Say I have a song that gets 250,000 plays.
Right.
So that's real organic 250,000 plays. But if I pay for 750,000, now you think, I have been hearing this song everywhere. It does kind of make sense. It has 1 million. Now 1 million more people are gonna go listen to it because they think it's popping.
I see the play. I understand.
You're gonna make more money off of the real organic people that are coming to listen to it, off of paying for the 750,000 fake streams.
As far as that video, I kind of wanted to get your take on, I ain't never been for buying views and shit like that. I ain't never did that shit.
I'm finna tell you a secret.
Go ahead.
I could have been did this shit and made it look like I'm the biggest artist in the world, and I did throw the screen. I always wanted to be 100% organic. Like, I don't give a fuck how long it take. You can go look at some videos on my YouTube page. I got 8K. Some of them I got 100K. Like, it's just like, I'd rather this shit be organic because I know how it feel to have no follow, period. Nobody watching your shit. So hell nah, I ain't never been for the fake screams. I know when you got fake scream, and all my shit organic because it's gonna line up. You can look at the time period. You can look at what everything I did organic from the day I started this shit. I ain't never did no fake scream, no fake nothing. Like, I just wanted to do this shit the right way if I was gonna do it. Build my core fan base and shit. Keep dropping. I ain't never wanted to do the fake scream track.
So I agree with that 100%. Before I tell you, my response to that, there's a comment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody watched that clip. he pretty much was like, define promo. Where do you pretty much spend the money? Is pretty much was his question. Where would you spend the money? Like,
what you mean?
As far as like promo, because you know he said, why put money into fake views when you can just
where would I spend my money for? If I was, I just try to go to every platform I can get to get heard or seen. Like I probably go on the radar, off the block, like Wikid, any giant. I just feel like them organically is gonna bring people that click on their page. It's gonna bring their artist to your page if you hard enough. If you ain't, you gonna know. So I just feel like this instant results. I'd rather just spend my money on a platform to get on everybody's platform. Any platform I get on, I don't care. Big, small, short, top. I want to get on it to be heard. I don't care if you got 13 followers. I want all 13 on to come to my page.
But you know what's crazy? I done said this to people before. And I swear, I don't know if people think that like I'm biased because I run a platform myself, but like I genuinely like believe in that because just like you said, a platform can have 100 followers, right? Okay, let's say I had 2,000 followers. I can go fuck with this platform that got 100. I mean, shit, that could be 90 people that don't know you. That's why I always try to explain to people. But I'm glad that you understand.
Yeah, I understand this shit to a T, cause I done been through it. I done seen it. Like, been on Find That I'm with them shit and seen it. The results come right now. As soon as they post a video, you gonna know if you hard or you not. Simple.
Another thing my mama told me, she actually taught me this back when I was making beats. So, back when I was making beats, Beat Stars and all that type of shit, it was around, but it wasn't all that popular.
What you on?
I was just uploading. Fruit Loops, and I had something called Machine. Yeah. But Fruit Loops, I had the cracked version of FL9. I ended up buying it.
I remember FL.
FL. But, I used to upload on YouTube because, YouTube has always been a thing. It's going to always be like, YouTube is undefeated. Like,
it's like Google
it's
with
one of the
video.
biggest search engines.
Google with video.
Mm-hmm.
You can type in anything on YouTube you think of. But this is the thing about YouTube. See, you might not know what to type in though. You hear me?
What you mean by that?
You might not know what you want to learn, or you might not know what you want to type in.
Okay.
But whenever you feel like you want to know it, type it in. They're gonna tell you exactly how to do it.
So as far as YouTube though, I used to upload my beats, and just like you said, you've been through the period where nobody's watching your shit. Me too, with sleep. But I remember my mama told me a long time ago, like, I used to down myself a little. I'm like, man, I'm about to stop uploading beats on YouTube. They only got 100 views. And my mama was like, just because your shit only getting 100 views, that shit don't mean nothing. You never know who is a part of those 100 views.
You never know who watching.
And that just related to what you said about, you kept pushing, with your music and just me, with these interviews. I used to upload videos and shit, ain't nobody paying attention to them. Like, I remember when I first started off and I made a list, I remember this vividly. I wish I could remember who said it, but somebody was like, man, don't nobody give a fuck about what he's saying. He a lame ass blogger with 200 followers trying to come up. Yeah. I kept that in the back of my mind.
You kept that back in your head every day. It felt like it's a drive. It make a nigga ass feel like this. When I first made my first song, somebody told me like, this what made me rap on God. Like, nothing else. Somebody told me like, this shit cool, man. Don't be no rapper. Like, don't stick to hooping like type shit out.
Damn, somebody commented that?
Yeah.
Said that.
I just not coming there with person to person. Like my first song, I'm juiced about it. I'm let everybody hear my first song. Yeah. Like, man, they trying cool though, man. You need to keep hooping for like. They might be alright. You can't tell me I can't do shit. Like,
right.
I feel like I can fly a plane a day. My confidence, they just how I am. Don't tell me I can't do something. This shit started my whole rap career for me.
Yeah. I got that same attitude with shit. Like when somebody like I'm just big on. First off, I'm very competent. Like I'm trying to be the best at anything. But when somebody doubt me, that's like the biggest like. I'm gonna show you.
God, this is my shit. Like, you know how Drake was like, had somebody tell me I feel like, ooh, I needed it on my soul. Like, somebody tell me some shit that I know, this shit sticking like glue. And I'm gonna make sure that you know that I can. Sure. Yeah.
So, to piggyback on them two videos, I wanna ask you this though. I feel like I already know the answer to this, but I want to get your take on it because you know you're an artist. And some people gonna value your opinion more. Is there really even a right way to build in the music industry?
I ain't no wrongs or right in this shit. Like, it could be a nigga. Like, for instance, Choppa got a song with me before he blew. Like,
What you talking about?
NLE.
Choppa.
He wanted to do a song with me before he blew.
That's crazy.
On God, we did a song. Actually, I made him throw 30 on this same song. 30 wasn't even a rapper back then, but he wanted to get a song with me back then. Alright. Not even 6 months later, he came out with the Shotta Flow jump. And it went worldwide. Like, it hurt me. And did fast. But it just like, the table can turn. So it ain't no wrong or right in this shit. Like, you can be broke today and up tomorrow. With different strokes for different folks. I just feel like, shit, a label can get certain people they boost. Some shit just be divine. You can drop your first video and get 1 million views. It ain't no wrongs or right in this shit, cause it ain't no certain way that it ain't no draft.
Yeah, it ain't.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no NBA draft that you know where pick you gonna come. You know folks getting picked or how many folks getting picked a year. It's just like it could be a new rapper tomorrow. That big as hell. Shit.
No bullshit.
You know, so it ain't no wrong or right with this shit.
Real shit. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I've learned that like myself. I kind of used to have this idea like, you know what I'm saying, well, what I do to like, okay, I had to do this, and that. But really, everybody's like, even with music, everybody's situation different. You ain't gonna come across the same people. You're not gonna put out the same shit. So it's like no wrong or right.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I ain't gonna say it's no wrong way to do it because there's definitely a wrong way to do it.
I mean, I say it's more of a wrong way to do it than the right way to do it though.
Well, I'm gonna say that as far as like, there's plenty of different options. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
it's plenty of ways you can go about it. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it ain't no just exact way to do it. So, but I mean, I'm glad you touched on that the way you did because that shit's facts, 100%.
Yeah, for sure ain't no drafting this shit. You don't know who's going next and you don't know. So, you know, it is a lot of wrong ways that you can do this shit though. Like, I can tell you, that ain't the way you supposed to do that. Like, once you do it, but like, it's so many ways you can try it, you don't know. You just don't know what's gonna pop.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but you do sip lean from time to time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you about this. So, I done had a handful of clips, you know, talking about that, and I don't. So that's why I kind of want you to talk about this. What's wrong with the green? Like, what's wrong with that? If it's anything wrong with that.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, it just really turned into a trend that folks just don't fuck with it because it's like cheaper it's the cheaper lane to all know.
Okay.
So folks just be like cheaper ass green, Me personally, I just don't drink green because I don't like how it make me feel. But if I liked how it make me feel, I would drink it. Not because it's no trend or none of that, but I just think folks just made this shit like a trend of saying cheap ass green. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the cool thing to do.
Yeah, it's like the cool thing to do, like Black Faucets. You come in the house with Black Faucets on, nigga gonna feel like, you got the white joints on, you the business. You come there with a couple green, nigga gonna be like, you green that nigga. Like, come there with some purple, nigga, your respect gonna be a little high. He paying 200 line for this shit, dude, the business. So we kind of like, man, just like a nigga was saying earlier, just looking cool. How nigga was talking about with the shoes, just a trend. Shit just was a trend. This shit just a trend. Some nigga be saying I drink, I fuck that cheap ass drink. Nigga pour a cup of damn. This shit just, some niggas just like to look cool with this shit. And I just think it's the cheapest of the lane though.
Yeah, it's the cheapest.
Yeah, it's the cheapest for sure.
So what's like the most expensive shit?
Purple.
What's the best like brand though? Like what?
Right.
For you, what?
I like Walk.
Walk.
Yeah. I like Walker Trish. Really Trish though.
Why that one over there?
Because I feel like it stick like this the joint that get me to my level that I feel like it's like a little stronger than Walk. Yeah.
Question: do you ever? So in the past, like Well, people talk about like the health problems that it can cause down the line. Like, is that like a worry that you think about, or you ain't even drinking it that much to where you?
Yeah, cause I don't let the drug do me. In the drug, I do the drug. I don't let the drug do me. I try to balance shit out. So you just gotta have willpower. You just gotta know how to, you know what I'm saying? How much to do it, what to do. So I never really worry about what it can do to me, rather than what it can do for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just do me, and I try not to do the most. I ain't gotta overdo it.
I'll pay to go get on the show. Like, if somebody finna come to the city, a big artist or an artist that's kind of good, I'll pay to get on the show to perform.
You paying them to get on their dick?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
For if you upcoming artist and you want to be known, like, you gotta pay for this shit. Like, you ain't just finna, don't nobody know who you is. Ain't nobody just finna pay you to get on no show. They don't know who you is.
Right.
So, like, yeah, you got, as a upcoming artist, you gotta pay to do this shit.
Right.
If I was to pay for something, I probably would pay for that before a feature. I know it sounds crazy though, cause like a feature can stick longer, but that artist might not post a feature. But if I open up for Jay-Z crowd, I'm gonna make sure that they know me when I get out this stage. Like, even if it's the 5 people that just follow my Instagram, I got 5 new people from out that crowd. I know for sure I just got the right now. Like, so I'd rather pay for that than my paying for a feature.
I feel that.
Okay, it can help you. A nigga can see that and be like, the person that you open up for can be like, I like how Brezden did. I want to come to another time. You hear me? So you just never know what you can get out this shit. You never know who watching. First of all.
Yeah, facts. They go back to what I said about like the views. You never know who in that crowd.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You never know who right there just watching this executive. So you always just gotta do your best at whatever you do anyway. But I'm just saying, like, when you step in front of the crowd, you gotta let them know you. Like, they gotta know you by the time you get off this stage. They feel like they know you, you got them.
Let me ask you something about being on stage though. How many performances did you have to do where you finally got the nervous shit out of you, or is it kind of always still there?
Bro, I had went on tour bag. I went on tour bag for when I opened up every day. But like the first show is like the first show, that was my worst show. And it wasn't even bad to like, it wasn't bad, it's just like I ain't really had no stage performing, like because it was a bigger crowd. I really was nervous. Like, I'm like, damn, they might not fuck with, they might boo, and you just don't know how to feel. Yeah. It's like by the 4th show, I had perfected this shit to a point where I feel like I made them know me. The hottest song out with with the joint on with the guy, with the mom, what did you think? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I remixed that hoe, and I want to come after that every day, because even if they ain't know me, when they heard this the hottest song they playing, they gonna automatically just go up anyway like they knew me. They feel like they familiar with me. So I did that the whole rest of the tour, and this shit was just like a breeze. Cause I didn't want to feel like we probably get to New York, and New York folks don't really like down south music. So I don't really want them to feel like, next, you hear me? So I came out to the hottest song every day.
That's hard.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Real shit. Shout out to him and just the whole label and team for like just allowing you to do that.
Yeah.
Because like that's dope though. Because just like you said, if you felt like your first show wasn't all that good, I mean, ain't no telling what other people was thinking or what he was thinking. But the fact that they allowed you to keep doing it, like that says a lot. Like,
yeah. I kept doing this every day, bro. I watched him after that first day. I watched how he come and he interact with the crowd and make them engage in him. I started picking up the same tactics, trying to do this shit, and this shit worked for me the whole tour. Like, at the end performance, I'd get somebody to walk up to me and be like, yo, what's your name? What do? Like, and just start working. Or some folks might want to give you free merch. Or, you know what I'm saying? I just made them feel like they know me from the time I was up there to the time I walked off.
What would you say is the most important thing, or you can name multiple if you want, from being on that tour with him and everybody else that was on that show? On that tour.
You see, like, what I learned from?
Yeah. What you learned from being?
Man, it's just like, you gotta like every day you gotta show up the same. Like you can't be coming in like this. Like if you playing a series and you come in and you feel like I really don't want to do it today. I really don't feel like who. You got to feel the same way every day because you trying to impress a different crowd every day. So you just got to feel the same way when you perform. Like you just got to be motivated to do this shit. And then another thing, you gotta stay in shape. Like I know that like I'm doing 3-4 songs. I'm tired. Like bro doing 12, 15 songs and he ain't tired. Like he used to want nigga work out with him and shit in the morning. But a lot of times I did when I probably should. You hear me? Like yeah, like you gotta stay in good shape. And you gotta just be like, you gotta know how to control the crowd. You gotta know how to control the crowd for sure. Alright. I think shit that I learned from Nick to that I take with me my whole life.
Word.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just knowing how to run the situation, be the artist, be the headline artist. Like I know how to be in every part of the shoe. I'd have been the opening artist. I'd have been the one that he brought, when we were down here, he brought me out though. Like he brought me out there when I got a little better. See what I'm saying? I had working towards it, just ended up, he ain't never bring me out until we got to Nashville. And when he finally did it, this shit was just like, it was an instant, like, yeah.
Can you talk about the song you got with Lil SKE? Is that ever gonna come?
Yeah, man, long live Lil SKE, man. Real nigga gone, man. The good die young, but we still gonna drop it though. I just chopped through it before I just chopped through me. He said he still wanna drop it, so we gonna make that happen for sure. For sure, gotta drop that. Free Fredo, man.
Is it just one song?
Yeah, we just got one song, but what's crazy, he had just teased me like probably like a week or two before he died, like they lock in and do some more shit. Cause I sang them on live playing it a couple times. He ended up texting me saying they lock in and do another jump, but we ain't. Yeah, unfortunately we ain't get to do it. But yeah, we just got one jump.
Yeah, he was actually. I ain't gonna lie, like it's kind of hard to pick between him and Fredo, but he for sure like my top 2 favorite artists like from here. Like,
yeah, I let both of them boys like. This is why they were like Batman and Robin, because like. They had them sound, they just compliment each other well, so it is gonna be hard to say, yeah. They probably say the same shit about a lot of duos. Them two, man, free Fredo by the way, man. I ain't like free my nigga, real nigga, good nigga, you hear me? One of them ones that I know for sure got a real sound that can do something, go crazy in the industry. From my knowing, like I thought he was from Jackson, you hear me?
Yeah, he really is from Jackson. Like that's what he was.
Yeah, that's what they told me. Like when she first put me on the we in the car one day, just getting her, she played it jump. I'm like, damn, who brought sound to? She like, I don't think nobody. I said, hit him over right now. She texted him. Julia texted him like, you hear me? Like my folks from NLess want to holler at you. Man, I think I went back and said something to somebody, but I just know in the next 2 weeks, you hear me? They had him. Lil Larry had him in Memphis. He was part of the count.
That's hard.
Yeah. So man, free Fredo, man.
Yeah, remember we was talking about you ain't no telling like who listening.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example of that. Like right now.
Yeah, it ain't no telling who listening. Like exactly, she just somebody that just happened to be right there, just play the joint. Like you don't know who listening. Somebody else can put you on somebody else trying to be the reason. Like you just never know how to play off you.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Well, so what's you and Fredo relationship right now? Do y'all got more music like in the vault?
Yeah, we got plenty of shit like, but me and dude, but young music, like we chopped it for hours. Like we been chopping it. Like when he was locked up, he'd call me. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga been chopping with him, so it's really just deeper than music with him. Like I don't really care for music with everybody I fuck with. It don't just gotta be about music. We got about 3-4 tracks that we ain't never dropped. Yeah, we got a couple times.
Like dating back from when? Like is this recent?
Man, 2019. Whenever he came around, like 2019.
Yeah,
before he went
2018, 2019.
Yeah, 2018, 2019. Then when I heard like 2018, then when I heard
Yeah. I remember him from when I heard his, like I ain't gonna say it's his very first song, but the first song I heard by him was 100 Shots. and this was in 2017.
Yeah.
Right? This is when the videographer by BJ, Born with a BJ, that's when his video was starting. Like you could start.
I think I seen
like,
the tab, bro.
Yeah. He started to get like real good with the camera.
Yeah.
And Fredo was one of the people that got one of his early videos. And 100 Shots is what I first heard it. And no bullshit, when that shit had like 3,000 followers, I was like, bruh, this shit ain't finna sit at not 3,000 followers, but 3,000 views. I was like, bruh, there ain't no way this shit finna be sitting at 3,000. I DM'd him. I told him, like, bruh, keep going. You hard as hell. And then the next time I checked, it was at 10,000. And that wasn't too long after that. I was like, what the fuck? And then, shit, shortly after that, like, I don't know how much it had now, but I know it had probably like 10 times more and shit. I kept seeing them follow up with with newer songs.
Yeah,
I was like, this is beef for
See,
sure.
Drew added with the first gen I got on, then I just went back and started listening to shit like, you know how when you get on the audio, you like, dang, y'all, you want to see the next song like this. That's just how I got on his situation.
Yeah. And once he got out of jail, he didn't lose his sound and then neither.
Nah, for sure.
I feel like I think he got better. I think he got better material out now.
Shit, real dead perfecting the crowd with this shit. He been having real sound, like, every song be melodic, some different shit. Yeah, like, I think he perfected his sound though.
Do you know what's the situation with him, if you can talk about it? Like,
I just hollered, I heard stuff. I just hollered at something for you. Should be back in a little bit, like some slight shit.
Yeah,
He gonna be alright though.
Right.
I just talked to his cousin though. He like, he said, bro, I'll be right back. So, you hear me? It's some slight shit though. He gonna be right back on that. You know what's going on.
And tell me about some music plans that you want to share with us upcoming. Could be maybe for this next few months, or if you know what you're gonna release throughout this year.
Going forward, I just really want to get seen and heard. So I'm just trying to get the Ed platform I can get to and like just get my shit more heard and seen. Cause I'm really like an introvert. I don't like doing too much shit. I don't just shoot videos like that. I want to do more of this year. Just be consistent. Just really being an artist. Being an artist 100%.
What do you consider being an artist? Like, besides making music?
Besides making music, just being able to create opportunities. Like, you can do anything to be an artist. Like, you can just be, shit, you can do a vlog. You can go, you can just be a creative. It's an artist. I just like creating shit. So, if I can do that all day, create what is I'm creating a schedule or making clothes, whatever I'm doing, I just want to be a creator all day. Like, I want to be able to do that this year.
So, what's some upcoming drops that you want to share with us that you got, that you know for sure, or you just finna live for dead?
Yeah, I want to let the streets live for dead. I ain't even in no rush to drop nothing else, cause like I said, when I be dropping, I don't be trying to drop to see how much I can drop. Nah, I want to drop to see the impact. I want to see the effect that it give the people. Like, make them want some more. Until they say they tired of this shit, I want to let it start that brain for me. I might come with an EP or something. You know what I'm saying? The main way I for the summer old with it, they feel like they getting a little. Yeah, cause I can drop some shit tomorrow and I can drop 3-4 tapes right now. But I'm just working. This shit just strategy. Like, you know what I'm saying? How I see this shit.
Yeah, I feel you. Good. Like, just to kind of piggyback on that just a little bit. Like, I could film some new shit every day, and whether people, I don't know. You tell me. I think it can kind of look like I'm making new shit every day or whatever, but really, bro, last month I spent some time out of town. And, my parents was here, like they was here, so I probably only filmed like 2 times last month. And and then March I wasn't really doing shit. I was really doing, some other shit. In May, that's when I'm gonna really start like recording for real. But I like to get good content, you know what I'm saying, from time to time, and then just spread that shit out and stay consistent with it. That's how I do my shit. So
Exactly,
I feel it though.
Like just clips and shit. I like how you chop your shit up though. It feel like it should be hand in hand to what I got going too. It feel like you got the same kind of strategy.
Yeah, fact. Like we really do the same thing, just in a different lane.
way.
Like same strategy for real though. Cause like just like you said, you could release some new shit tomorrow, but like I mean, do that really make sense?
Yeah, makes sense right now.
Quality, I'm big quality over quantity.
Yeah, this is why I started doing 2 songs when I go to the studio, because I used to try to go in there and do like 6 songs. I swear to God. In the session I used to go in, I used to try to do the most songs, like, but it might be 2 cool songs, 1 hard song. I started saying, yeah, now I'm just going there and try to do 2 hard ass songs every time I go. And this was really, I'm gonna keep it 100. I think Wikid told me this shit, like,
What you say?
It's more quality over quantity, like, cause I was like, I think I was saying shit like I drop plenty of songs or something. He was like, yeah, that's cool, but like, you gotta have the quality over quantity. And I remember this shit from school for quality over quantity. She just stuck with me. I just started doing this shit every time I go to the studio. Just looking at it like that. I ain't trying to make 20 songs. I ain't trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Cause my song is gonna stick anyway, so I ain't trying to, I don't want you to keep going to the nigga jam. I want you to stay on these jams. So I'm gonna work on these hoes like how I want you to listen to them. I'm gonna work on them just like that. Precisely. I don't care how long it take me. I'm gonna leave the studio with 2 songs though. 2 hard ass songs. Not no regular cool little song. Alright, real him John jump. Barbecue. Like I said, if you don't know who dude is, you gonna know who dude is. You know what I'm saying? If you too near this shit not to hurry anyway, it ain't nothing but a click and a, you know what I'm saying? Click away from this shit, man. When you finally hear it, man, gon' stain your brain, man.
Alright. Well, shit, tell them where to find you on. We know you on Instagram, Twitter.
Instagram, real mud, brother. Okay. I done lost my Twitter, Facebook. I ain't just really Instagram, man. Instagram.
And then they find all your music on Apple Music,
Apple Music, Spotify, this shit on everything. JPay, GloRilla, my SoundCloud. Go get this shit now. Shit'll scare you. I'm telling you, shit on every platform. Mud, brother, boat, left or dead.
Sure.